Some people think ordinary days aren't worth filming. I used to think the same, because nothing exciting happens, no luxury, no adventure, no big surprises, just another rainy afternoon. But lately, I've started to believe the opposite. Maybe these ordinary moments are actually the most valuable ones we'll ever have. Hi, my name's Ben. I'm a husband, a father of 2 boys, and I live in a small city in Vietnam. Today, I'm not taking you anywhere famous. No tourist attractions, no expensive restaurants, just one ordinary afternoon. Because maybe this is exactly how millions of families quietly live. The rain has almost stopped. The air feels cooler. Everything smells fresh. My son asked if we could buy some bread. Of course. So that's where we're going first. One thing I've learned as a father, children rarely remember expensive gifts, but they always remember simple moments. Walking together, holding your hand, sharing warm bread after the rain. Sometimes happiness is surprisingly affordable. But we're not done yet. Right next to the bakery, there's a supermarket that opened only a few days ago. Let's go inside, because what people buy here might tell you more about Vietnam than any travel guide ever could. This is a Winmart Mini. Small, simple, nothing fancy. But places like this are part of everyday life for millions of Vietnamese families. Whenever I visit a supermarket, I don't just see products, I see decisions. Should we buy this? Can we wait until next week? Is this enough for the family? Every shopping cart tells a different story. Some people buy snacks, some buy milk for their children, some buy vegetables for dinner, others buy only what they absolutely need. It's quiet, but life is happening everywhere around us. There's something I always notice, no matter which supermarket I visit in Vietnam, and once you see it, you'll probably notice it too. Most families here don't buy food for an entire month. Many people shop every few days. Fresh vegetables, fresh meat, fresh fish, fresh fruit. Cooking fresh meals is still a very important part of daily life. Maybe that's why supermarkets never feel empty. They're not just places to buy food. They're part of people's daily routine. As I walk through each aisle, I realize something. FU removed all the labels. Supermarkets around the world are actually very similar. Parents still compare prices. Children still ask for snacks. People still wonder if they forgot something. Maybe we're all more alike than we think. There's something I haven't told you yet, and honestly, it's the real reason I decided to film today. And the truth is, I almost gave up. Not because filming is difficult, not because editing takes too much time, but because almost nobody was watching. I remember sitting alone at night, looking at the numbers on my screen, a few hundred views, sometimes even less. I kept asking myself the same question. Maybe I'm not interesting enough. Maybe my life is too ordinary. Maybe people only want excitement, luxury, drama, perfect stories. And I have none of those. I'm just an ordinary man, living an ordinary life, trying to build something, one day at a time. Sometimes, when I walk through places like this, I watch other families without them even noticing. A father choosing vegetables, a mother comparing prices, a little girl asking for candy, a grandfather patiently waiting near the checkout. Nobody thinks these moments are important. Nobody takes out a camera. Nobody believes they're worth remembering. But I do. Because one day, these ordinary moments disappear. Children grow up, parents grow older, life changes, and suddenly, what once felt completely ordinary becomes something you miss. When I was younger, I never paid attention to grocery shopping. It was just something my parents did. Food somehow appeared on the table every evening. I never wondered where it came from, who paid for it, who worried about the bills. Now, I'm the father, and I understand something I never understood before. A supermarket isn't just a place that sells food. It's a place full of quiet responsibility. Every item someone puts into their shopping basket represents a decision. Do I really need this? Can I wait until next week? Should I spend a little more? Or save a little today? These are questions millions of parents ask themselves every single day. Maybe your parents asked those same questions too. You just never knew. Whenever I buy food, I don't really think about myself first. I think about my family. Will my boys like this? Will my wife enjoy tonight's dinner? Do we already have enough at home? Funny enough, becoming a father changes the way you shop. You stop buying what you want and start buying what everyone else needs. I think that's something fathers all around the world understand, no matter where they live. America, Japan, Brazil, Germany, Vietnam. Love looks different, but responsibility looks almost exactly the same. There was one thing today that made me stop for a moment. Not because it was expensive, not because it was rare, just because it reminded me how quickly life moves. Eggs, simple, ordinary, probably one of the most boring things in a supermarket. But I looked at them and suddenly remembered something. When I was a child, my mother used to cook eggs in so many different ways. Sometimes fried, sometimes boiled, sometimes mixed with tomatoes. Back then, I never realized those simple meals were created with love. Not because eggs were special, but because my parents wanted us to have dinner together. Today, I buy eggs for my own children. Life has quietly gone full circle. People often ask, what is life really like in Vietnam? Honestly, it doesn't look very different from anywhere else. People wake up, go to work, buy groceries, cook dinner, pay bills, take care of children. Hope tomorrow will be a little better. That's it. Most lives aren't extraordinary. Most lives are built from thousands of ordinary afternoons, just like this one. But maybe that's exactly why I wanted to make this video. Because social media doesn't usually show this side of life. It shows vacations, luxury hotels, sports cars, expensive restaurants, perfect smiles, perfect houses, perfect lives. And after watching enough of that, it's easy to believe everyone else is doing better than you. Now it's time to pay. This is probably the least exciting part of today's video. Standing in line, waiting, scanning groceries, packing everything into bags. But life isn't exciting every minute. And maybe it doesn't need to be. Sometimes peace is enough. Sometimes coming home with food for your family is already a good day. Sometimes the most meaningful days don't look meaningful at all. No celebrations, no special events, no unforgettable adventures. Just a rainy afternoon, a small supermarket, and a few bags of groceries. Life rarely announces the moments we'll miss one day. They simply happen while we're busy living them. When I started filming today, I thought I was recording a supermarket, but maybe I was recording something much bigger. A small piece of an ordinary life. The kind of life millions of families quietly live every single day. And maybe that's exactly what makes it beautiful. Because one day, these shelves will change. The prices will change, the city will change, even I will change. But this moment, this quiet, rainy afternoon, will always stay exactly as it is, frozen forever inside this video. Thank you for spending part of your day with mine. I'll see you in the next story.